Let's go! Let's go! The Pukki party has commenced! The Pukki party has commenced! It has finally happened! Manchester City go down. Norwich absolutely pull off the dream stuff. If you would have told me Norwich will beat Manchester City in a 5-goal thriller at the beginning of the season, I would call you so dumb. Teemu Pukki scores yet again in the Premier League, adding another goal, which turned out to be the vital goal for Norwich to beat Manchester City. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I mean, oh, guys, I was so scared at the end. I thought for the life of me, Manchester City were gonna come back. I really did. I thought at 2-1, I thought Aguero scores right before the half. Manchester City, they're going to come out the second half and they're going to be absolutely fine. 5 minutes in to the second half, Teemu Pukki sticking it away, 3-1. It was, and then Rodri scoring again in the 88th minute to just give you the palpitations, your heart skipping beats over and over and over and over and over. And you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what's going to happen next until the final whistle goes and you're just... you know what? I'm a Norwich believer. I'm a Norwich believer now at this point. The fact that they have nearly brought Chelsea to their heels. They played a good game against Liverpool, but Liverpool's Liverpool. And then they beat Manchester City with I think Teemu Pukki has scored against all of the so-called big teams in the Premier League. Scored against Liverpool, scored against Manchester City, scored against Chelsea. What else did this guy have to do? I mean, I also huge shout out. I can't remember. I think it's Cantwell and someone else who scored the first 2 goals for Norwich to get them started in this game. The 4-2-3-1. Norwich just beat Manchester City at their own game. They played a 4-2-3-1 with them. They sat on the counter-attack. Norwich had 7 shots in total, 3 on target, 3 goals. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Efficiency at its finest. How do you only get 3 shots on target and get 3 goals from all of them? Manchester City had 8 shots, 25 shots in total. Tim Krul is an absolute brick. He is a brick. It does not matter what is shot at him in this game. He was able to defend it. Although they only put 8 shots on target. Although Krul, to be fair, had 6 saves. So Tim Krul putting an absolute shift in defensively. The rest of that Norwich backline and especially the 2 holding midfielders, they sat for so long. You could tell they were just waiting for their opportunity. And then 1 or 2 passes or 1 lucky mistake by Manchester City. Through. And I love that. I love that that is the way that Norwich are going to play in the Premier League. They understand, I think, what they didn't do against Liverpool was play a more defensive, style of play. They wanted to play their free-flowing style of football, and Liverpool carved them open for it. They know Manchester City are not the same. It's literally like Manchester City are essentially the team you don't want to play free-flowing football against if you don't have a great defense. So what they did is they did the one-touch passes into a counter-attack. They sat deep. They allowed Manchester City that has 70% of the possession in this game, and they still sat on the counter-attack, sat on them. They waited, and they got the Pukki party started. Because we are out here. We stand a Pukki. We are all members of Pukkistan now. We are all members of Pukkistan because that is what I'm talking about. Norwich, you may not get another win like this. I applaud Norwich so heavily because after 4 games, only 3 points for the amount of good performances they put in, I thought was a little underwhelming and a little undeserved. The fact that they get 3 points off of the 2-time defending champions Manchester City, albeit at home, which that's fair. But they just did Liverpool a huge favor. Liverpool, guys, we're 5 game weeks in. Liverpool already have a 5-point lead on the rest of the Premier League. Now, obviously there's still 33 games to go, but the Premier League is now wide open, and it is going to be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be dope. I'm beyond excited. In all seriousness, guys, Manchester City were a little unlucky not to end up with a draw in this, although they defensively just weren't there. The back line, Stones, Otamendi, they are missing Aymeric Laporte. desperately. Because, I mean, this is the sort of Manchester City defense of old where, I mean, Stones and Otamendi are solid, but they're not great position-wise. They're both really good ball-playing center backs, but Kyle Walker and then Alexander Zinchenko on the left, without Aymeric Laporte to, you know, give an anchor to Zinchenko doesn't look that great at left back. And even with Rodri sort of as the catalyst there, I think Fernandinho probably would have been a better choice simply because he's more of a defensive rock. But, I mean, Manchester City, they did the best they could. Norwich were just so much... Norwich got lucky with a couple of the chances that they had, but the fact that you literally only have 3 shots on target and you stick all 3 of them in the back of the net against one of the best goalkeepers in the world in Ederson and against one of the best managers in the world in Pep Guardiola, you deserve so much praise. And I'm beyond buzzing for Norwich. So you guys gotta let me know. Obviously, the Pukki party has begun. The weekend has only begun. Premier League Saturday is just now over, and we're still getting started because the Champions League is this week, baby. So you guys gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on the Norwich versus Manchester City matchup. If you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. I rate you. I love you. Thank you guys so much. Pukki Stanton signing off. Peace.